On AFM, we are just meeting. So it is a class mixed with English and Tamil. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I prefer English because we have to think and write in English in the exams.
Yeah, correct. The recorded version வந்து தமிழ் தெரிஞ்சவனுக்கும் தெரியணுங்கிறதுக்காக. So I will just do justice for both. Don't worry about that. So this particular paper has become tougher in 2025 and 2026. So it was in 1990s. This paper was considered to be very tough. And in fact, my brother was consistently failing in this particular paper. And that point of time, the name of this paper was Management Accounting and Financial Analysis, MAFA. And financial reporting was referred to as Advanced Accounting. My dad, who picked up the question paper, answers, there is mark sheet of my brother, and he found a reasonable mark in Advanced Accounting, very poor marks in Management Accounting. And I was taking class only for Advanced Accounting by that point of time. It was late 1990s. And my dad scolded me that I'm an irresponsible brother, not taking care of for my younger brother, who was seen consistently failing with Management Accounting and Financial Analysis. I told my dad, see, Dad, my focus is only on a subject which is known to me for a very long time, that is Advanced Accounting, not Management Accounting and Financial Analysis. Then he said, let it be like that. Why don't you study and take class for your younger brother? You are such a careless, irresponsible person. And he was scolding me like anything. My brother came there. He said, no, a person cannot become a specialist in more than one subject. Don't pressurize Murali. It is my fault that I have to take up. Then my dad told, you shut up. I'm talking to Murali. So I will ask him to do this. So then I thought, okay, why not I take it up? Because when somebody is just pressing hard, I will not take it up lightly. I will normally be taking it up a little seriously. Even today, few days back, one of our known persons who was living close by, he was talking about a sort of a miracle. Like he said, a deity of Srinivasa and Padmavati, not Padmavati, Varadaraja with Sridevi and Bhudevi, somebody was doing puja, and after attaining some age of 75, he felt that Nitya Aradhana he cannot do. And he called the gentleman and said, why don't you take it? And the person went there and took it and shown that photo to me. Then I felt that I should also go and pray. That means I got to take a glimpse of that deity. My son was asking, why is that we should go? No, somebody is just telling means it is not like people telling a story where somebody had got a dream and all that. See, that is inferior. When somebody had come in person and shown through mobile that this is the one that we was having, and he built very recently with the help of a carpenter to keep his deity into that, and this deity was exactly fitting. So that means this deity was destined to come to his house. That way, I said, I will just go and visit. Same thing when my dad was pressing hard that why not I try MAFA. I did not know ABC of that, though I cleared a little long time back. By that point of time, it was 12 years since I cleared my CA final. It was in 87 I cleared. It was in 99 this pressing thing was just made. I then bought Prasanna Chandra and started going through capital budgeting exercise. And I was just, it took 45, 50 days for me to have a reasonable grip on the subject so as to handle the session. I was having 100 students or so advanced accounting. Then when I announced that it is going to be free and the strength went up to 200, I had a morning batch and evening batch. And that particular decision was a great money spinner in my life. And I had multiple batches, and I started taking class in Cochin and even in Bangalore also. So whatever wealth today I am having with His grace is because of my dad, who pressed me that I should take up management accounting and financial analysis. Within next chance or so, my brother cleared first group. So therefore, when something is just coming up, when somebody is just pressing hard, after very many years, when we just see a person and who is making a request, I felt that we have got to do it. That is the way Anjana's employer, Mr. Radhakrishnan, might have just even, we would have had our call some 10 years back. When he made a call, then I said, okay, we will do that. And I thought I will do it for my son also. So all that, since he had got the exemption in AFM, he is not participating. So we will start with IFM. So this particular topic is considered to be easiest, but some of our friends who are not having adequate introduction might feel that it is very tough. So now I will make a formal introduction on to IFM in this fashion. You find 1 kilogram of rice has got a price of say 60, 75, 90. So 1 kilogram of rice is a commodity. 1 kilogram of rice is a commodity which has got a price. See, what as a end user we do, as an end user, we will only buy. We will only be buying. So 1 kilogram of sugar is also a commodity, and we will only be buying, which has got a price of say 40, 45, 50, and so on. Correct. Same way, you have $1, which is priced at say 93, but there is always a chance that you can buy a dollar and at the same time you can sell as well. So whatever item that I was just talking about, just to say that they are all commodity, dollar is also a commodity for me. But only difference between sugar, rice with dollar is that in the case of sugar and rice, you can only buy. But as a businessman, I can buy as well as sell. So as an ultimate user, I can only buy. Whereas in the case of dollar, it is not only the authorized dealer who is buying and selling, even the end user can also buy and sell. See, as a businessman, when I start growing, I find my customers who are paying in dollars. And to settle and to meet that revenue, I would have even bought items which are denominated in dollar where I got to pay in dollar. So there is always a logical background that we have as why we buy dollar, because I got to pay to my vendor in dollar. There is always a good logic we have as why we got to sell dollar is that my customer is paying only in dollar. So I cannot use dollar in India. I got to convert that into INR. So as an end user, like sugar or rice, dollar is also a commodity. But the only thing is that you can as well buy as well as sell. So which is not the case with rice or sugar. This is basic first thing that you got to understand. But you find who are the players in the market. There are two. You can classify them into two. One is that who is an organized person. The other one is unorganized person. What do you mean by organized person and what do you mean by unorganized person? Organized person who is having a entity where you can buy and sell. So, whereas unorganized person who is not having any business to buy and sell, He may have his entity to do his business, but he is not going to be a person who will be dealing with forex on day in, day out. So day in, day out, a businessman will be a trader, businessman will be a manufacturer, but he is not going to buy and sell daily as his main business. Whereas the organized person, he is going to buy and sell daily, who is going to be either money changer or authorized dealer. Money changer or authorized dealer. This unorganized sector, he could be an importer or he could be an exporter. Correct? So
Sir,
he could be
sorry to interrupt. Authorized dealer can be a bank or a financial institution, right?
anybody, anybody.
Yeah, bank, financial institutions, corporates.
Anybody for that matter, even a hotel where you stay,
Hmm.
say where the customer who would like to pay in dollar, yes, he is given that limited permission to deal with foreign currency.
Hmm.
So I'm not just going into those practical portions.
Hmm.
I'm just focusing on to what is required for our meeting
Exactly.
our AFM requirements. Okay.
Hmm.
So say that part when we talk about, we will not be focusing on to our computational areas and focus areas. So money changer and authorized dealer are entities where they buy and sell on day-to-day basis, including a banker. Because you can see Punjab National Bank, authorized dealer of foreign currencies, what they give us an advertisement. So you just find as an end user, I can be an importer or I can be an exporter. So please understand when I am an importer, what I do, what I just do for exporter is exactly the opposite. Say now, between the two, the person who is more organized is going to quote the rate. So who is going to have a bid rate and a offer rate. So what is the bid rate and what is the offer rate? So, as far as the authorized dealer is concerned, the banker is concerned, bid rate is the rate at which he buys. Say, he is putting up in his office a buying rate. So, you go to a jewelry shop. Jewelry shop, he will be quoting not single rate. He will be telling buying rate and he will be telling selling rate. One moment.
Just Anjana, just to add to what Sir was telling, these rates that you see as buy and sell is from the bank's perspective.
Yes, I understood.
Yeah, so bank buys at 93, sells at 95.
Yes, yes.
Uh, Say, I would like you people to just have a closer listening to what I'm just telling. So, even if you were to know the subject, it is better that we keep a little amount of patience because my flow will get affected. See, not that I have any ego that somebody should not talk when I'm there. So, I don't have like that. So, he is a person who is going to buy. The authorized dealer will be buying, and the offer rate is a person he sells. Correct. So he will tell in his shop, this is the rate at which I will buy, this is the rate at which I am going to sell. So now all of you closely follow. So authorized dealer who buys at bid rate and sells at offer rate. This is authorized dealer who is an organized person. So end user, what he does is that, say when authorized dealer is buying, end user sells. When authorized dealer is selling, end user is buying. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Anjana, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So therefore, end user buys at authorized dealers offer rate and end user sells at authorized dealers bid rate. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. See now, with that statement that we have made, I would like to take up a simple problem. So have with you a calculator and only when I tell that you should convey the answer, that is the time at which you got to tell. So don't rush for your answers. Okay. See now, before we could do that, let us just know about that bid rate is expected to be lower than the offer rate. What is that? Bid rate is expected to be lower than the offer rate. Buying rate should always be lower than the offer rate in order to thrive. Am I right? So if I buy an item at a higher rate and sell at a lower rate, then very soon I have to close the business. I will be put to loss. So the difference between the bid rate and the offer rate, that you call it out as a spread. And that is the profit margin left for the authorized dealer. That is the incentive for him to be there in the business. So knowing well that the end user who buys at a higher rate, knowing well that he sells at a lower rate, he is not really worried because it is not his main line of business. So his main line of business is only to manufacture or render service or trade with the item. That is a place where he will be making money. And he is not really worried about that he buys at authorized dealers offer rate and he sells at authorized dealers bid rate. We all know that we are buying the rice, sugar, etc., whatever commodity at authorized dealers. That is the shopkeeper's selling rate. Definitely that selling rate is going to be higher value. So here we are not really worried like that. Is that clear? So have that in your mind. And now we are going to take up a problem. And I will also be telling the steps that are getting involved after you attempting that first problem. So now the quotation is going to be $1 is equal to, there is the expression will always be this way, INR to dollar. That means one INR dollar is available at 93.22 hyphen 93.91. What do you mean by that? So $1 equal to INR 93.22 and 93.91. So expression of Indian currency will normally be with two decimals. Any foreign currency expression by standard, we keep it for 4 decimals. Let me repeat. The INR currency, that is the expression of, அதாவது 2 digit தான் இருக்கும். நம்ம இந்தியன் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் வரும்பொழுது, that is when you express foreign currency to Indian currency, it is going to be 93.22 and 93.91. So now, this is the quote that you have. So this is what we call it out as a two-way quote. Bid rate தனியா, offer rate தனியா இருக்கிறதெல்லாம், you have bid rate and offer rate like that. Now, I am going to give you 4 transactions. Transaction is that A buys, I will put it this way, buy sells சொல்றதுக்கு இல்லை, நான் சொல்றேன் A wanted to, or I will create this way. How many dollars it would make when rupees 10 lakhs is sold? How many dollars it would make when rupees 5 lakh, 5.5 lakhs is purchased? How much you get if $1,050 were sold? How much you pay to get $900 for an university? These are the 4 transactions I have given to you. So I would provide you 4 minutes. Now it is 10:28. 4 minutes would mean 10:32. By that point of time, I want your answers. So what I want you to do is, you don't have to Excel. So what you do is that in your notebook, take a photo and send it to my WhatsApp in PDF form or in image form, so that I take it up for the purpose of discussion. Okay.
Sir, I've already calculated.
Yeah, take 4 minutes, please. Take 4 minutes because in between, because I should take up Anjana's speed also.
Yeah, let's
And in between, I have some works also I can look at. See, Anjana, if you have completed earlier also, you can just send your even Vishwapriya Anand, you can send it by WhatsApp.
Okay, sir. But handwriting ரொம்ப மோசமா இருக்கும் சார், பரவாயில்லையா?
No problem. That's the one that you present under examination conditions. No,
Okay, sir. I'll put it in an Excel sheet and send it, sir.
no. By hand only I want.
Then I
I
can
don't
take
want
a screenshot and send it to you, sir.
from your notebook.
Ah,
I want that image or PDF. I don't want Excel. By hand only you should solve because examination is a place where you do not have that facility of Excel.
okay, sir. Sent to you, sir.
Ah, okay.
Just let me if it is legible.
A little extra care you have to take for you have to put it in nice light.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
And one more important thing that you people need to do under examination condition is that whenever you put a number from your calculator, it is better that you show the computation as working notes. So I understand that you have given some numbers.
Hmm.
So I do not know how this number had just come. What rate that you have used, whether
Okay.
you have divided them or multiplied them, all that I do not know. So please just send it. Once again, I just delete this.
Okay, sir. Can I explain, sir?
No, I
Okay.
want only that way.
Okay,
Because
sir. After this class, I will write it down and send it to you, sir.
no, see, you are not understanding. See, you solve and send it to me now.
Okay.
Because I will download that and I will show you.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you just scroll up, sir? I want to see the rates. Yeah.
Yes, Anjana, by this point of time, you should have just given. So 1 minute extra, 5 minutes taken.
I'll just send it, sir. I know I'm a little slow for this. Within one day, I'll be okay. I'm just getting in the flow.
Yes, Vishwapriya Anand.
Sir, I'm done, sir. I'm just writing it down the way you wanted. Okay.
Yes.
Sir, I've sent it to you.
Yeah. I'm just expecting that. Anjana also just sent. So now let me just find out. Okay, now let me share the screen. So all of you just watch out. Firstly, I would like to take up the latest one. Anjana, though she submitted late. So she had just done some computation. So now let me just tell how many dollars it would make when 10 lakh is sold. Rupees 10 lakh is sold. So what has happened? Let us just see. So she had taken 93.91. Let me just find out. 10 for 648.49. For the next question, how many dollars it would make for 5.5 is purchased? So what's the answer, please? It's not seen here. It's come in the next page, is it?
No, sir. Is it 10,648?
10,648 is the first one. Second one,
Second one, dollar 5,900. Should I send it? This image, should I rotate and send?
5,900.
Suppose.
So how you got, I do not know. So now let us take up what Vishwapriya Anand had just done. So here just got 10,727.31. This
It is 10 lakhs and the bank buys it at 93.22.
we are not doing it for the bank. We are doing it for the customer, isn't it?
No, that's true. That's true. But ultimately the customer gets 10,727.31
Now I will answer to your question. So all of you just watch out. Now, number one, transaction and the quote should be compatible. Should be compatible. So don't jump into whether to select a bid rate and offer rate. First thing that you should remember, Anjana and Vishwapriyanand. So all of you listen to me carefully that transaction and the quote should be compatible. What do you mean by compatible? This quote is for what? Quote is for dollar. Correct? Quote is for dollar. Transaction. What is a transaction that you are doing? So INR is sold.
Correct.
What is that?
INR
INR sale. So I would say INR sale and quote are not compatible. Or not compatible. What do you mean by that? Say when I am thinking of buying sugar, when somebody is quoting the rate for rice or wheat, it is not compatible, no? When I'm asking what is the price for 1 liter of milk, somebody is just giving me the quote of 1 liter of ghee. It will not sound good to me. So, what transaction I have, that quotation only I want, no? If I want to buy horse, I should get the horse rate only. If I have to buy elephant, I should get elephant rate. So, what transaction I make? INR sales only I'm making, that is a transaction, but I'm having dollar quotation. So, therefore, I say it is not compatible. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
First and foremost thing that you got to do, whether you are a the knowledge expert on this field, but I would tell that this is the path that you got to follow. So always believe that there is always one system of learning that we have. Practically, whatever you may do, I'm not just really worried. This is the way CA Institute is looking into the subject. First thing, they are not incompatible. When they are not incompatible, what is it you would tell? So when they are not on compatible grounds, what is it you will tell? Say, I will put it like this way. I will take worst example on me. So I have a fight with my wife. Fight in the sense not a physical fight. I tell something, she is telling something. We have a fight. What is it I should do? I should continue to fight and find fault and all that to live happily. What is it I should do? Tell. Compatibility is very important. I cannot be fighting. I should look at her face. I should get things done. I should take care. What should I do? Compatibility is the next step. Not compatible, say, when she is not doing as per your comments, what is it you should do? I will take her comment and I will do the things, and thereby I avoid all this. Am I right? If she is not listening, I would say, please listen to me. I know the subject matter. Please listen to me and I will tell it will come true. That's the way it will just move. So when it is not compatible, bring compatibility. What is it? Next one is bring compatibility. So should I retain the transaction and change the quote, or retain the quote and change the transaction? Which one is, say, whether I should be rigid and I expect my wife to be flexible, or my wife to be rigid and myself to be flexible? Something should happen, no, to bring about compatibility. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding it? So
Yes.
please
sir.
feel late only. Please don't complicate and try thinking. Simple. Let it come in its own pace. So that is the way I look into the subject. Say, I will go for a pitched fight with anybody. Even with my partner also, I will fight. Even with my son, brother, I'll go for a fight. So next moment when I have some other thing, I will not keep the fight in my mind. Next item, I will take up the transaction with my brother, with my son. They will be showing a long face. And I said, that's different. This is different. Answer to this question. Otherwise, we will keep on accumulating and we will not be in a position to see the best in the world. So compatibility, bring compatibility. What is it we should do? So here I am just giving you two options. One, transaction, same, and a quote you change. The other alternative is that you bring the same quote, you transaction you change, which is more practical.
Change quote.
Change quote, retain transaction. Now I will ask a question. If you keep the transaction and change the quote, whether computation is required?
Yes.
Okay. Next one. If I have to change the transaction and retain the quote, whether computation is required?
No. No.
No. Which is better to work?
Uh,
Which is better? I want my life to be very light.
Sir, change the transaction means we want this, no? Like I have to sell 10 lakhs. How can I change that transaction?
That's a thing. So I would just have only two currency. INR one, the other one is dollar. If INR is sale, what is that I will be doing for dollar?
I'll buy dollars.
That's all. That is what I will do. So bring compatibility. And if INR is to be purchased, what is that I will be doing? If I have to change the transaction to dollar, I have to sell. Am I right?
Yes.
Which is better? Doing something is better, or not doing something is better? See,
Selling this is better, no?
no, it's not better that way. See, I have to take the calculator, computer, and whether four decimals or two decimals, and so many computations I got to make. And when that three computed ones are getting multiplied with a bigger number, there is going to be a lot of approximation errors will be coming. So which is better? So changing the quote is better, or changing the transaction is better? So I'm playing with your psychological thing. Please just don't worry about whatever that flashes in your mind. You tell.
I think changing the quote is better.
Yeah.
So that is not better. Now I'll tell you. I don't want to make any change to what is given in the problem. I want to retain the quote. What I do is that I will bring about compatibility where I will change the transaction. For the first one, sell, what is that I said? Sell INR is equal to buy dollar.
USD.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I will change it like that. So now once I have changed, I have brought compatibility, then I will apply the rule. Apply the rule here. What is that? Apply the rule. What rule I have just learned? This is the rule I have learned. What is the rule I have learned? End user buys at authorized dealer's offer rate, and end user sells at authorized dealer's bid rate. So what is it you would be doing, my dear?
Or ask
So,
off at offer rate.
so what is it I should do? Apply the rule. What rule I should be just doing it? So here I am buying dollar. So buy dollar and quote is for dollar. quote is for dollar. So compatibility I brought. Am I right? This is better, no? Taking the calculator and working out and doing the work and sweating is better, or rewriting the transaction is better?
Rewriting.
Mm. So apply the rule. So here, what is that I will be doing? So quote is for dollar and it is buy. So I buy dollar at what rate? Look into my rule. So end user buys at authorized dealers offer rate. So what I do is that $1 equal to 93.91.
9-1.
Matter over. Why should I change my quotation and all that? I don't have to do. So quotation, let it be like that. So now, which side I should, this is dollar, this is INR. So what I do is that I will put on the right hand side 10 lakhs, matter over. Now I got to take up how many dollars? What is that I should do? Should I multiply or divide? There is a common sense. Nobody need to tell me about that. So number 4 is the final solution. So I got to do, what is that? 10 lakhs divided by 93.91 multiplied by 1 is going to be how much? So divided by 93.91. So here answer is dollar 10,648. This is the way you should arrive at. Even if you have just done the answer right, but this is the order in which you got to do it. In the order வர answer தான் கரெக்டான answer. அதாவது the thinking process is also the same because it is all head and tail தானே, பூவா தலையா தானே, ஏதோ ஒண்ணு கரெக்டா இருக்க போறது. So accidentally you would have just got it right, but that is not the way you can do it every time. So you should not get the answer by chance. You should get the answer by choice. சொல்லி அடிக்கணும், இப்படிதான் அடிக்கணும். So now you tell me, when they are not compatible, what is that you should do for bringing compatibility? Should we have to change the code or change the transaction? Which is easier?
Change the transaction.
But unknowingly or ignorance in which we have told that quotation மாத்தலான்ட்டு. quotation எதுக்கு மாத்தணும்? எதுக்கு மாத்தினேன்னா, நான் வந்து 1 divided by offer rate பண்ணணும், 1 divided by bid rate போடணும். இந்த கஷ்டங்கள்லாம் இருக்கே, அது வந்து 4 decimals போட்டோம்னா 4 decimals same வந்துன்னா you got to go to the 5th decimal, 6th decimal to bring about some difference between bid rate and offer rate. I don't want to get myself involved. I don't want to sweat it out. Rather, I will make the change in my transaction. Instead of selling INR, what should I do? I will take the best buy dollar. So buy dollar and quote is also in dollar. I brought about what? Compatibility. Then it becomes very easy for me to pick up the quote and put that in the right places. And automatically, see, I will just tell this way. See, there is no way a person can go wrong if he comes in this particular route. There is no way a person can go wrong. So the entire chapter of this IFM or Forex, the trajectory will be correct at all points of time. You will never go wrong. So if a person caught the answer right, the process of getting the answer right, A, so he would find B, C, and D also correct. So either he will be rich 100% and not knowing it, he will be in penury. So 0% only. So now the knowledge has come.
I have a question, sir. Now, when you say how many dollars it would make when 10 lakhs is sold, who is selling? A is selling to the authorized dealer,
End
right?
user, we are doing all that from the end user only. We
Okay.
are not doing it for the banker.
Okay. Now, question is, if A sells it to the bank, bank will buy it at a rate which is beneficial for it, right? So it will buy it only at 93.22.
No, he is
sir.
selling. He is selling. See,
Sir,
please
sir, sorry.
understand.
Can you go back to the
end-
rate, sir? Sorry. The
You
rate
quoted a
is-
wrong rate.
Sir, can
Vishwapriya.
I just answer that?
Yeah, please.
So Vishwa,
Yeah,
like
please go ahead.
the quote is for dollar, right?
Yeah.
The quote is for dollar. The bank is quoted for dollar.
Okay.
So the bank is worried about selling dollar. Rather than buying INR, the bank is worried about selling dollar. While selling dollar, bank will never go at a price which is, which is a loss to the bank.
No, wait. Sorry, can I intervene? When A
Okay,
sells
okay.
10 lakhs,
Don't have all these formal questions. I will put it like this way. Vishwapriya Anand, it's a very simple matter only. Have you understood what is compatible there?
Yes, sir. I have understood. Yes.
So have you brought the compatibility?
Yes.
So we are all doing it not for the banker, but only for the end user. So therefore, we have got the rule simply this way. End user buys at authorized dealers, offer rate. So what is a transaction that you are looking for? The transaction that you are looking for is a buy dollar.
Yes.
So go back to this. So what is a transaction? You are buying. What is that rate that you got to pick up? Offer rate you got to pick up. Matter is over. This logic is clear at the very initial stage. Noted. Am I right? This logic is clear. So you can't go back at every stage to look into the logic. This logic is correct. Compatibility logic is correct. And that's the way you got to proceed. That's it. See, after choosing a wrong rate, we will always get agitated. No problem at all. So we will get it corrected. Is that okay?
But my question is, sir, when I sell INR,
I means who is
A,
that I?
I'm A. Okay, I'm selling
End
No,
INR.
user.
no. So you have to tell whether you are a banker
No,
or
I'm not a
whether you are
banker.
a end user.
I'm
No,
an end user.
end user. Tell.
I sell. Okay, what you say is that I sell INR. The bank will sell USD in return, right? That's what you say.
I never said like that. I
Uh,
am telling like this way. Quotation is for a dollar.
okay.
Question is about selling INR.
Hmm.
So the place where quotation of dollar is there, I cannot be talking something about selling INR. These two are not compatible.
Okay.
I talk in Tamil, you talk in Kannada, you will not have any understanding at all.
Hmm.
Correct?
Hmm.
So these two are not compatible. Then what is it I should do? I should learn Kannada or you should learn Tamil.
Yes.
That's it. So therefore, what we do is that we will bring about compatibility. What is the sort of compatibility that you're going to bring? So the transaction which you see, INR getting sold, INR getting sold. Are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm hearing you.
Yeah. INR is getting sold. I will rewrite as what? Dollar is bought. Now, dollar buying and the quotation of dollar are compatible. Then you apply the rule. What is the rule? End user buys at authorized dealers offer rate. What is offer rate and bid rate? You know. So you are buying dollar and then the rate that you got to use will be offer rate of the authorized dealer 93.91. You fix that and you just understand what is the quantity of the transaction that you got to build. That is 10 lakhs on the right hand side. You just use a calculator. You can easily find out how many dollars will make up that 10,000 rupees. That being 10,648. Matter is over. Correct? Vishwapriya Anand, now
Yes.
you can take up the next question. How would you take up, how many dollars it would make when 5.5 lakhs is purchased? Say now, once again, the same thing. Quote is for dollar, transaction is in terms of INR. These are not on comparable grounds. They are not compatible. Then what is it we should do? So INR purchases will be taken up as sell dollar and quote dollar. So they are compatible. You sell at authorized dealers bid rate. You quote in this particular case 93.22, $1 equal to 93.22. Against that 93.22, below you write 5.5 lakhs and find out what is the dollar computation. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Matter over. So in this particular case, you got to use 93.91. In this particular case, you have to use 93.22. Third case, no problem. You have compatibility in full. So how much you get if $1,750 were sold? So your dollar is a sale dollar, transaction is in dollar, and quotation is also for dollar. So you end user will sell at what rate? At bid rate. So 93.22 we should take up. The next one, how much would you pay to get $900? You are buying dollar, you buy dollar authorized dealers offer rate 93.91. Matter over. That's it. That's it. There is no other question that you can make. This is the first lesson of IFM. Nobody, I'll tell you, will teach about compatibility. So what they do is that sell செல்லுனா உடனே என்ன பண்ணுவான் செல்லுனா பிட் ரேட் இந்த ப்ராப்ளத்துக்கு 93.22 போட்டுருவான் இந்த 93.91 எடுக்கிறதுக்கு 93.22 போட்டுவான் ஸோ இது எப்படி இருக்கும் கதை அப்படின்னா, இந்த எறும்பு கதை தெரியுமா? எறும்பு என்ன பண்ணித்தான், மனுஷன் வந்து என்னை மதிக்கவே மாட்டேங்கிறான், என்னை மிதிச்சுன்னு போயிட்டே இருக்கான், அதனால ஒரு தவம் இருந்துதான். கடவுள் வந்தாராம், உனக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ கேளு அப்படின்னு அவசரப்பட்டு கேட்டுதான், நான் கடிச்ச உடனே சாகணும் அப்படின்னு கேட்ட உடனே யோஜனை பண்ணி கேளு அப்படின்னா, இல்ல இல்ல கடிச்ச உடனே சாகணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டான். ஸோ அது என்ன பண்ணிதான், ரொம்ப வேகமா போய் ஒரு மனுஷனை போய் கடிச்சு விட்டான். கடிச்ச உடனே அது செத்து போயிடுது. புரிஞ்சுதா? அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து அவசரப்பட்டு டொபுக் டொபுக்குன்னு போடக்கூடாது. ஸோ அது கம்பேட்டிபிளாக இல்லையான்னு ஒரு தடவை யோஜனை பண்ணணும். ஸோ கம்பேட்டிபிலிட்டி இல்லை அப்படின்னா கம்பேட்டிபிலிட்டி கொண்டு வரணும். ஒன்று என் பேச்சை ஒய்ஃப் கேட்கணும், ஒய்ஃப் பேச்சை நான் கேட்கணும். அப்போதான் கம்பேட்டிபிலிட்டி. ஸோ கம்பேட்டிபிலிட்டி தான் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணுமே ஒழிய அதுக்கு கொட்டேஷனை மாற்றாதீங்கோ. புரிஞ்சுதா நான் சொல்றது?
எஸ் சார்.
கொட்டேஷனை மாற்றாதீங்கோ. ஆர் யூ கிளியர்? You will never get it from any textbook this, but this is the process. Are you understanding?
Yes sir.
Would like to try one more or shall we go to the next one?
We'll try.
Try one more. Okay. Vishwabri Anand, I think you have just got it wrong.
Yes, sir. No, I was thinking like a banker. I'm sorry.
அதுதான் சொல்றேன். எண்ட் யூசர் எடுத்துக்கணும். ஐன்னு சொல்லவே கூடாது எப்போதுமே. எப்படின்னா, in any document for that matter, as an auditor, what is that you will do? I will do அப்படி சொல்ற. As an auditor அப்படி சொல்லணும். So as a end user or as a banker அப்படிதான் நம்ம எழுதணும். சரி. As a selector, what is that I will do? Or as a player, what is that I will be doing? As a captain, what is that I will do? So you always tell அந்த ஐங்கிற ஒரு மேட்டர் சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஆஸ் அ பொசிஷனா சொல்லணும். அப்போதான் தி பர்சன் வில் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். த மினிஸ்டர் வில் டெல் ஐ எம் மினிஸ்டர் ஆஃப் there is Hindu religious and endowment Mr. Ramesh அப்படிதான் சொல்லணும். See, as a faculty L Muralidharan அப்படி சொல்லணும். Okay. Say now I will be just bringing 1 pound shilling is equal to 101.71 hyphen 102.33. So what is the transaction value if 15 lakh INR to be bought? B, if 22 lakhs INR to be sold. C, if 1970 pound shilling to be sold. D, if 2773 pound shilling to be bought. இதுல எல்லாத்துலயுமே என்ன பண்ணணும்? I will tell you the figure இருக்கு பார்த்தீங்களா, இதுல வந்து டெசிமல் கொண்டு வரக்கூடாது. கொட்டேஷன்ல தான் டெசிமல் இருக்கணுமே ஒழிய டிரான்சாக்ஷன் வேல்யூல ரவுண்ட் ஆஃப் பண்ணிடுங்க.
Okay.
So this is INR GBP, இல்லையா sir?
ஆமா, INR GBP.
Okay.
INR to GBP.
Okay. 15 lakh INR is bought. So A by person, end user A buys 15 lakhs. When he buys 15 lakhs, the bank will sell it at 102.73.
By this point of time, I want the answer from your side.
Okay, sir. 1970 GBP sold by EMS bank will buy it.
First answer சொல்லுங்க.
Sir, 14658.
14,748.
சொல்லுங்க Vishwapriya.
14658, sir.
Wrong.
14,748.
That's correct. Next, Anjana.
21,499.
What is that for Vishwapriya?
21,630. So I think I used the wrong rate.
That's what I'm telling you. So you go by what I conveyed. So that means it had not gone to your mind. That is, you always have that preconceived notion. Possibly you have worked for a banker and you are going for a banker. So for end user only we have to do. That is why I'm telling you. See, on the other day when you were telling that you are good at IFM, I really doubted as whether that is good enough for examination.
No, that's true. Mm-hmm.
That is to be good enough for your examination. Next one.
Two lakh 369.
Right. The next one is 283761.
Huh?
The last one is 2773 GBP is being bought. 283761.
Rupees.
Rupees.
Correct. Have you understood now?
Yes, sir.
Now. That is bringing out changing only the quotation will not be an ideal alternative. So therefore, you should only change the transaction. Is that okay? This is the secret. இதுதான் சீக்ரெட் இந்த ஐஎஃப்எம் டாபிக்லயே யாரும் சொல்லித்தராத ஒரு சீக்ரெட் முதல் கிளாஸ்லயே வந்துடும். கரெக்டா? அப்புறமா கிராஸ் ரேட்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு. வாட் டு யூ மீன் பை கிராஸ் ரேட்? கிராஸ் ரேட்னா என்ன?
When the currency, when the pair does not have the currency which is the home rate, that is the base rate of the currency of the country.
Yes.
I am in India and I have a USD GBP quote, which is called a cross rate because there is no INR involvement in it.
Yes. Anjana, do you have anything to say on this?
Same. I don't have the desired rate. Rather, I have an indirect quote.
See, don't use the term direct quote and indirect quote. It has got a different sort of meaning. See, I will put it like this way. When you have a country by name East Timor. What is that? East Timor. Have you heard about that?
Yes, sir.
Anjana?
Yes,
yes, Vishwapriya Anand, what is that East Timor, where it is?
I don't know the exact location, sir, but it is a tax 7 is what I understand.
So East Timor was a part of Indonesia.
Okay.
It was part of Indonesia. Indonesia is predominantly an Islamic country, and East Timor is a small island. Of course, Indonesia is spread across very many islands. In one of them is populated only by Christians. So East Timor, from that, East Timor has got a capital as Delhi, not like Delhi. Delhi, not Delhi. This is Delhi. See, imagine that you get a call from Delhi. A businessman is asking for a quotation for your product. You do not find anywhere in your computation, anywhere Google, that quotation is available in India for 1 Delhi, or for 1 rupee, how many Delhis will make? You do not find at all. Will you say to that person, I don't know where this East Timor, I don't know your Delhi, you are a Christian state, whereas we are a Hindu state. We don't want to deal. Will you deal like that?
No.
Only fools will do that. So we will just say, don't worry about that. Please give me the quotation of $1, so many Delhis or East Timor currency. So $1 equal to so many East Timor currency, you tell me, I will quote. Are you understanding? That's the way you bring the business. So if I want to have A to C, so it is A to B and multiplied by B to C.
B by C, yeah.
So using one or more common currencies, or
Yes.
it could be A to D. I want A to B and then B to C, then C to D. Okay, BB cancel, CC cancel, A to D you will be getting. It is all a very simple application of mine. Let me tell you, if I got to go to Anjana's place in Tirupunitura, and there is no direct bus or train available to Tirupunitura, what is that I should do? I should get down at Ernakulam, and from there I got to take a bus or any auto rickshaw or any cab to reach our place. That's the way we just normally move. No? See, when a destination is there, I will not be in a position to get myself dropped in Mambalam, where train is moving from Kanyakumari to Egmore. So I will get down at Egmore and then walk back. There is a drive back to Mambalam, and that's the way we just normally do. Same way, when I did not get a quotation for a particular currency, you use one or more common currencies to bring a quote for a transaction that you want to make. That sort of process of getting it is what you call it out as direct quote. Sorry, cross rate. Extremely sorry. It is cross rate. So what do you mean by direct quote and indirect quote? So Anjana was just unknowingly, she was using the term direct quote and indirect quote. So let me just make that point also. What do you mean by direct quote? So direct quote is a quote for 1 unit of foreign currency. 1 unit of foreign currency into so many units of local currency is what you call it out as direct quote. So whereas indirect quote is where you express 1 unit of local currency or domestic currency. So all over the world, you find they follow direct quote, and only in the case of UK and Euro countries, you find indirect quote is being used. So only in UK and Euro. So it is something like this way. Okay, நானே உங்கள்கிட்ட பேசும்போது முரளிதரனுக்கு இது பிடிக்காது, பண்ணக்கூடாது நீங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னா நீங்க என்ன நினைப்பீங்க? முரளிதரனுக்கு இது பிடிக்காது, அது மாதிரி பண்ணாதீங்க அப்படின்னு நீங்க என்ன நினைப்பீங்க ஜென்ரலா?
அது வந்து வேற யாரோ
வேற ஒரு ஆளு அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ இந்த மலையாளிஸ்ட டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணும்போதும் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சின்ன ப்ராப்ளம் வரும். எனக்கு இது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தெரியாது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு பையன் சொன்னான், சாருக்கு எங்க வீடு அப்படின்னு கேட்டான் என்கிட்ட பார்த்து. சாருக்கு எங்க வீடு? நம்ம இதுல வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டுல எப்படி கேட்போம்? சார் உங்க வீடு எங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்போமா? கரெக்டா?
எஸ்.
ஆனா அந்த மலையாளி என்ன பண்ணா, அவன் வந்து ஒரு பிரிட்டோ. அவன் என்ன பண்ணா, சாருக்கு எங்க வீடு அப்படின்னா. நான் எப்படி முழிச்சேன், சார் என்ன சார் முழிக்கிறீங்க அப்படின்னா, நீ எந்த சாரை சொல்ற அப்படின்னு கேட்டேன். அப்பதான் சொன்னான், உங்களை தான் நான் சார்னு சொன்னேன் அப்படின்னா. அதாவது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பர்சன் செகண்ட் பர்சன் வந்து அவன் தேர்ட் பர்சனா சொல்றான். புரிஞ்சுதா நான் சொல்றது?
எஸ்.
Anjana will agree with that. இல்லையா? நீங்க Malayalis will normally use the second person as a third person. So சாருக்கு எப்படியா தாமசம் அப்படின்னா, நான் வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டுக்காரனா இருந்தா எந்த சார் சொல்றாங்கன்னு இருப்போம். Because we have the habit of talking like this way, you and me, and other person as he, she and they. அப்படிதானே? Vishwapriyanand, are you understanding that?
Yes sir, yes sir, I get your point.
அந்த மாதிரி அந்த ஒரு தேர்ட் பர்சனை யூஸ் பண்ணிடுவான். சாரிக்கு எவ்வளோ குழந்தைகள் அப்படின்னு கேட்டான். நான் அப்படியே முடிச்சுன்னு இருந்தேன். அவன் எந்த சார் கேட்கலான்னு நான் யோசனை பண்ணியிருந்தேன். அவன் என்ன பண்ணா, நான் தான் அந்த சார். அதுக்கப்புறமா தான் புரிஞ்சுது, இவங்களோட டீல் பண்ணும்போது நீங்க ஜாக்கிரதையா மூவ் பண்ணணும். அப்புறம் என்னப்பா நீ கோச்சுண்டியா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, என்னப்பா பண்ண நீ இப்போ? அவன் என்ன பண்ணா அப்படின்னா, என்னப்பா கோச்சுண்டியான்னு கேட்டா என்ன சொல்லணும் நம்ம? விஸ்வபிரியானந்த் என்ன சொல்லணும் நம்ம?
No, I am not. I am not.
அப்படியா வாயை திறந்துன்னு சொல்லணும். அவன் வாயை திறந்து சொல்ல மாட்டான் அப்படின்னுவான். அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்?
இல்லன்னு அர்த்தம்.
Whether he means it is right or
எனக்கு புரியாது. இதெல்லாம் தான் ப்ராப்ளம். சரி, ஒரு தேசத்துல இன்னொரு தேசம் போகும்போது நம்ம ஜாக்கிரதையா ஹேண்டில் பண்ணணும் அவங்கள. அதே மாதிரி அந்த வேர்ட்ஸும் நம்ம ஊர்ல வேர்ட்ஸ் வந்து ராவில 7 மணிக்கு அப்படின்னு வாங்க. ராவில 7 மணி அப்படின்னா நீங்க என்ன நினைப்பீங்க விஸ்வபிரியானந்த்?
evening 7 o'clock.
அதுதான் இல்ல. அது மார்னிங் 7 o'clock அது.
Oh, I didn't know that, sir. Sorry, sir.
பரவாயில்ல, சாரிலாம் இல்ல, தேங்க்ஸ். இந்த மாதிரி தான் ராவில 7 மணிக்கு பார்ப்போம் அப்படின்னா இவன் சாயந்தரம் 7 மணிக்கு போயிருக்கிறா. அந்த மலையாளி 7 மணிக்கு வந்துட்டு போயிட்டா. அப்போ மொபைல் கிடையாது, ஒன்றும் கிடையாது.
ராவிலேன்னா உங்களங்க ஈவினிங்கா?
இல்ல, அது வந்து ராவிலனா ஈவினிங் சொல்றது கிடையாது. இது வந்து இட் இஸ் a இரவிலே, இரவு. இரவு மீன்ஸ் a night. So anything after 6 o'clock people consider that as சாயந்திரம். சாயந்திரம் ராத்திரி அப்படி ஆயிடும். இந்த இரவுங்கிறது வந்து இன் ரைட்டிங் ஒன்லி யூ ஹாவ். அதனுடைய ஒரு ஷார்ட் ஃபார்ம் தான் ராவு அப்படின்னு. ஸோ இந்த உங்கள்லாம் வந்து ராவில் அப்படின்னோடனே இரவை தான் இப்படி சொல்றாங்கன்னு நினச்சிட்டு இவன் வந்து சாயந்தரம் போவான், அவன் ராவுனா காத்தால வந்துடுவான். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய மீனிங் சேஞ்சஸ்லாம் இருக்கு. அதாவது அதே மாதிரி தெலுங்கு தெரியுமா விஸ்வபிரியாவுக்கு?
I can understand, sir.
நான் சொல்றேன். இது வந்து டைரக்டா நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணேன். எப்படி மிஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் வருது, இதெல்லாம் நம்ம தெளிவுபடுத்திக்கணுத்துக்கு தான் நான் இந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸாம்பிள் தான் சொல்றேன். ஸோ நான் ஹைதராபாத்ல ஒரு 1.5 வருஷம் ஒர்க் பண்ணேன். 1.5 வருஷம் வந்து 9 months பாம்பேல, 6 months ஹைதராபாத்ல. அப்போ பண்ணும்போது அங்க ரெட்டின்னு ஒரு மேனேஜர் ஒருத்தர் இருந்தார். ஃபுல் பேர் கூட தெரியாது எனக்கு, சத்யநாராயண் ரெட்டின்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அந்த ரெட்டி என்ன பண்ணாரு, ஒரு ஃபைல் கேட்டாரு. கொண்டு போய் கொடுத்தேன். அவசரம் லேது அப்படின்னாரு அவரு. நம்ம என்ன நினைச்சுப்போம், அவசரம் லேது அப்படின்னா நம்ம ஒண்ணு புரிஞ்சது, சாயந்தரம் கொண்டு போய் கொடுத்தேன். அப்போ அவசரம் லேதண்டி அப்படின்னா, சரி காத்தாலையும் கொடுத்தேன் அவசரம் லேது, சாயந்தரம் கொடுத்தேன் அவசரம் லேது, 4 days கழிச்சு கொண்டு போய் கொடுத்தேன் அவசரம் லேதண்டி அப்படின்னா, என்னடா இது, அன்னைக்கு கொடுத்தாலும் அவசரம் லேது, அடுத்த நாள் கொடுத்தாலும் அவசரம் லேது. இதுல கேட்டேன், அன்னைக்கு சாயந்தரமே கொண்டு போய் கொடுத்தேன் అవసరం లేదంటే మీకు తెలీదా அப்படின்னு கேட்டான். அவசரம் అంటే ఏమంటి அப்படின்னு கேட்டான். அவன் சொல்றான் நாட் ரிக்வயர்டுங்கிறான். அவசரம்னா அவசியம் இல்லை அப்படிங்கிறான். அந்த மாதிரி அவசியம் இல்லை அப்படிங்கிறான். அத்தியாவசியம் அப்படி சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அவசியம் இல்லை அப்படிங்கிறான். அவசியம் இல்லாத கொண்டு போய் 2வது தடவை 3வது தடவை கொடுத்தானாக்கா அவன் நம்ம மேல விழுவான். என்னடா இது எப்படி வர நீ அப்படின்னா. இதையே மலையாளத்துல அவசரம்னா என்ன? ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. அவசர். ஹிந்தில வந்து அவசர்ல, அது அப்படியே எடுக்கிறான்.
அர்ஜென்சி இல்லையா சார்?
அதுதான் நம்ம ஊருக்கு அவசர உதவி அப்படின்னா அர்ஜென்ட்னு அர்த்தம். மலையாளத்துல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி, தெலுங்குல வந்து அவசியம், அதாவது நாட் ரிக்வயர்ட்னு அர்த்தம். அவசரம்னா ரிக்வயர்டு, அவசியம் லேது அப்படின்னா நாட் ரிக்வயர்டு. மலையாளத்துல வரும்போது ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. ஸோ நீங்க தமிழ் அவசரத்தை கொண்டு போய் இதுல கொண்டு போய் போட்டீங்கன்னா, தெலுங்குல போய் போட்டீங்கன்னா அவன் வீட்டுக்கு எடுத்துன்னு போயிடுவான். அவன் தேவையில்லைன்னு எடுத்துன்னு போயிடுவான். இவனை கேட்ட ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிங்கிறான். Are you understanding? So therefore
கன்னடால கூட உண்டு சார், கை கொட்டுரு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா. கை கொட்டுருன்னா கை கொடுத்தா அப்படின்னு நான் நினைச்சுக்கிட்டேன் முதல்ல. அவன் கை விட்டாங்கிறது கை கொட்டுரு அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க இந்த ஊர்ல. வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் I realized it.
Even in Tamil also,
regional influences.
Yeah, even in Tamil also we do have. ஈரோடுல ஒருத்தர் இருக்கார். ஈரோடுக்கும் அவரோட நான் ட்ரெயின் டிராவல் பண்ணியிருந்தேன். அவர் கேட்டார், அவர்கிட்ட நான் கேட்டேன் உங்களுக்கு என்ன வயசு, எவ்வளோ குழந்தைகள்னு கேட்டேன். அவர் என்ன சொன்னார், 2 பிள்ளைங்க அப்படின்னாரு. 2 பிள்ளைங்கன்னா நீங்க என்ன நினைச்சுப்பீங்க?
Two sons.
Anjana and Vishwapriya, tell me.
Two
ரெண்டு
kids.
பிள்ளைங்க.
Two kids.
Two sons.
Two sons அப்படின்னு தானே நீங்க நினைப்போம். ஆனா அவர் சொல்றார் பிள்ளைங்கன்னா அவர் சொல்றது ஃபீமேல். ஒன்னு திவ்யா, ஒன்னு வந்து வித்யா அப்படின்னாரு. என்னது இது பிள்ளைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு பேர் வச்சிருக்காரு, நம்ம விஸ்வபிரியா ஆனந்த் மாதிரி போல் இருக்குன்னு நினைச்சுனா. அப்புறமா கேட்டா அவர் சொல்றாரு பிள்ளை அப்படின்னாலே கேர்ள்ஸ் தான். அப்போ ஆண் பிள்ளைன்னு சொன்னாதான் வந்து பாய்ஸ், பிள்ளைன்னு சொன்னாலே கேர்ள்ஸ் தான்.
சார் மலையாளத்துல வந்து பிள்ளை இஸ் a surname.
Surname, yes.
அது தெரியும். Even in Tamil Nadu also we have pillamar. See, there is we have a community. We have a community like they are all considered to be forward caste people and very close to Brahmin community. See, some of the pillais they will not touch not only non-vegetarian but even வெளுத்துள்ளி உள்ளிலாம் சாப்பிட மாட்டாங்க. So அந்த மாதிரி see they are all they will rub shoulders in terms of a lot of complaints. See, what I'm trying to see in all this is that you should have complete understanding regarding what is that. So what is a cross rate quote? What is a direct quote? What is an indirect quote? Now, compatibility for which you would never heard about that, but that is the first step in getting into the right direction. இப்போ டைரக்ட் கோட் அண்ட் இன்டைரக்ட் கோட் யூகே அண்ட் யூரோல வரும்போது அவன் சொல்லுவான் ஒரு டாலருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிடுவான். முரளிக்கு பிடிக்காது அப்படின்னு சொல்றது வந்து முரளி எனக்கு பிடிக்காதுன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டான், முரளிக்கு பிடிக்காதுன்னு சொல்லுவான். தட் இஸ் த ரீசன் as why it is 1 unit of local currency. கரெக்டா? அவன் எப்பவுமே அந்த ஒரு அகம்பாவம் பிடிச்சவன் யாரு? யூகே காரன். ஸோ ரேசிஸ்ட் இதெல்லாம் யூகேல தான் ஜாஸ்தி, யூஎஸ்ஐ விட. அப்புறம் யூரோ கண்ட்ரிஸும் 1 euro is equal to அப்படின்னா அங்க கொட்டேஷன் கிடைக்கும். ஸோ உங்க ப்ராப்ளத்துல எங்கேயாவது யூகே கொட்டேஷன் அண்ட் யூரோ கொட்டேஷன் இருந்ததுன்னா அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் இன்டைரக்ட் கோட்டாகவும் generally by default. Any other place where you get a quote, by default they are going to be direct quote. It is all something like in Indian roads you have vehicles running on the left, we are seated on the right of the vehicle and we are driving. So first time when I had been to Dubai, I faced a lot of problems. So துபாய்க்கு ஒரு அசைன்மெண்ட்டுக்காக போயிருந்தேன். ரோடை கிராஸ் பண்ணும்போது எப்படி ரோடை கிராஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க? ரெண்டு பேரும் சொல்லுங்க. How will you cross the road in India?
We will look into left and right. Traffic
first நீங்க வந்து கரெக்ட்டா சொல்லணும்.
First right, பின்னே right.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நீங்க அந்த மீடியன் வரைக்கும் வரும்போது நீங்க எதை பாப்பீங்க? ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடா லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடா?
ரைட்.
நீங்க சொல்லும்போது லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் ரைட்னு சொல்றீங்க, அப்படி கிடையாது.
சாரி சார்.
அதான் நீங்க வந்து யூ ஆர் ஷோயிங் அர்ஜென்சி இன் டெல்லிங் ஆன்சர், பட் there is always a greater possibility of going wrong. So
I'm always, my mind is always outside India, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
நீங்க பெங்களூர்ல இருந்துட்டு இந்த பேசலாம் பேசாதீங்க.
இல்ல லாஸ்ட் 2 வீக்ஸா பெங்களூர்ல இருக்கேன் சார். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி அவுட்சைட்.
டோன்ட் ட்ரை ஜஸ்டிஃபைங். அவ்வளவுதான், சிம்பிள்.
ஓகே, ஐ அம் ராங்.
அவ்வளவுதான், மேட்டர் சிம்பிள். ஏன்னா ஜஸ்டிஃபை பண்றதுக்காக நிறைய பேசணும். நம்ம அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிட்டா சாரி அத்தோட முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. அப்புறம் மீடியனுக்கு அப்புறம் போன போது ரைட்டை பார்க்க கூடாது, லெஃப்ட்டை பார்க்கணும் இல்லையா? ரைட் அண்ட் லெஃப்ட். ஆனா துபாயில போகும்போது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெஃப்ட் அப்புறம் தான் ரைட்டு, அப்படி போகணும். ஏன்னா the vehicles will move on the right hand side of the road and driver seat will be on the left hand side. எப்படி போகும்? வேர்ல்டே ரெண்டா தான் டிவைட் ஆயிருக்கு. அதே மாதிரி தான் கோர்ட்டும், ஒன்று டைரக்ட் கோர்ட், இன்னொன்று இன்டைரக்ட் கோர்ட். இஸ் தட் ரைட்? அண்ட் sometimes this indirect court can otherwise be referred to as European court. ஏன் யூரோப்பியன் கோர்ட்னா யூகே அண்ட் யூரோ ஆர் யூரோப்பியன். எப்போ வந்து யூரோப்பியன் கோர்ட் வந்துருத்தோ இந்த டைரக்ட் கோர்ட்டுக்கு பேர் என்ன அப்படின்னா அமெரிக்கன் கோர்ட். as if you have only 2 continents in this universe மாதிரி இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் பேசிப்பாங்க. டெக்ஸ்ட்லயும் அப்படிதான் இருக்கு. ஸோ wherever you have this sort of documents when they talk something about, அதே மாதிரி தான் இந்த ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்லயும் வந்துடும், யூரோப்பியன் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் அண்ட் அமெரிக்கன் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு வருது. ஆர் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங்? ஸோ அதனால தான் நான் வந்து first class I wanted to the crystal clear we got to have, because once you start having that little messing up in the mind, நீங்க எவ்வளோ அட்வான்ஸ் போனாலும் அந்த messing up continue ஆயிட்டு இருக்கும். That is the reason as why I went on to just spending extra bit of time to know about what are the equivalent names, அவசரம் and பிள்ளை, ராவில, இதெல்லாம் தேவையே இல்லை நம்ம கிளாஸ்க்கு. But I wanted to make it a little light so that we feel very comfortable. And direct quote and indirect quote can otherwise be referred to as American quote and European quote. You got to be very careful. Now we will take up problems like you know something called as forward rate. What do you mean by forward rate?
The
And
rates
இதுக்கு முன்னாடி I will tell one more thing. In the cross rate quote இருக்குல்ல, so when you have a cross rate quote, I will give you an exercise before I could go for forward. So you have INR to dollar 91.27-92.06, then INR to pound shilling 100.93 and 102.01. Okay. Bring two quotes. One, A, dollar to pound shilling, B, pound shilling to dollar. Come on. This is what you have.
Pound sterling to dollar. Yeah. Okay.
There are two different cross rates I wanted. I wanted you people to tell us how you go about. Are you clear about this question?
Yes, sir.
How will you do that? How will you bring out the computation? It is all 10 standard mathematics only we will use, or even less than that. A divided by B into B divided by C and all that I just quoted. But what rates that you got to use? Because you have bid rate and offer rate. So there will be sort of a confusion that might prevail. I wanted to get that confusion cleared. See, whenever somebody is telling, sir, I am confused, I said, congratulations. Then they will ask a question, sir, why do you congratulate when I am expressing that there is a confusion? I said, confusion is the primary stage and clarity is the secondary stage. So when you come to the primary stage, you will automatically come to the secondary stage where clarity will be there. So why should not I congratulate you? Confusion is the first stage of clarity. So if you consider that butterfly is the clarity, being as a caterpillar and into the cocoon is also good. Come on.
Sir, I have doubt. I don't know which rate to take. ஏது rate எடுக்கணும்னு I don't know.
You don't know. Now confusion is not there even. Now, it is a very simple matter only. I have dollar to pound shilling. So this is A divided by C. That means A divided by B into B divided by C. Am I right?
Yes.
This is what we want. So now, when I have dollar to pound shilling, what should I do? And I have common currency, that being INR. So what should I do?
Dollar 2 rupees into
Now I will tell.
pound.
Now I will tell you, it is a very simple one only. I will take a dollar. இங்க டாலர் இருக்கா, மேல டாலர் இருக்கா, அதே மேல டாலர் போட்டுருங்க. முடியுமா?
எஸ்.
அதுக்கு கீழே என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஐஎன்ஆர் போட்டுடணும். கரெக்டா? அப்புறமா அடுத்தது என்ன பண்ணணும்? இங்க டினாமினேட்டர்ல ஐஎன்ஆர்னா நியூமரேட்டர்ல என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஐஎன்ஆர் போட்டுடணும். டிவைடட் பை பவுண்ட் ஷில்லிங். முடிஞ்சுதா?
எஸ்.
அவ்வளவுதான், முடிஞ்சது. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்? இதுக்கப்புறமா என்ன பண்ணணும்? டாலர் டு ஐஎன்ஆர் இல்லை, ஆனால் ஐஎன்ஆர் டு டாலர் இருக்கு. டாலர் டு ஐஎன்ஆர் இல்லை, ஐஎன்ஆர் டு டாலர் இருக்கு. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்?
1
ஸோ
by INR.
இப்போ பிட் ரேட் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். தனித்தனியாக கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். பிட் ரேட்டுக்கு தனியாக கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், ஆஃபர் ரேட்டுக்கு தனியாக கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது? ஸோ என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் பிட் ரேட் டாலர் டு ஐஎன்ஆர் எனக்கு தேவை, ஆனால் இருக்கிறது ஐஎன்ஆர் டு டாலர். நான் இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்?
1 by
1 டிவைடட் பை ஆப்போசிட் ரேட். நமக்கு பிட் ரேட் வேணும், நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? 92.06 போட்டுக்கணும். கரெக்டா?
Correct.
சே எஸ் ஆர் நோ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ஸோ இங்கே வரும்போது ஐஎன்ஆர் டு பவுண்ட் ஷெல்லிங் இருக்கு, அப்படியே எடுத்து போட வேண்டியது. 100.93 100.93. கரெக்டா? புரிஞ்சுதா?
Correct.
அப்புறமா கால்குலேட்டர் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. உடனே கால்குலேட்டர்லாம் இழுக்கக்கூடாது. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? நம்ம இதை போட்டு உடனே கால்குலேட்டர் திருப்பியும், அப்புறம் திருப்பியும் ஒரு தடவை பார்ப்போம், அப்புறமா திருப்பியும் கால்குலேட்டர் எடுக்கணும். அது பண்ணாதீங்க.
Sir,
So,
but
calculator
question, sir. 1 divided by 91.27, 1 divided by 92.06 போட்டா bid will become the offer, offer will become the bid இல்லையா அப்போ?
No. Firstly, we should understand that a higher number, when I put it in the denominator, I will get a lower bid rate.
Correct.
Correct? That's it. There is no other logic I need to do. So bid rate is always 1 divided by offer rate. Always remember, direct quote to indirect quote, when you just do that, bid rate of indirect quote is equal to 1 divided by offer rate of direct quote. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி கூட ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்க வேண்டிய அவசியமே கிடையாது. எனக்கு என்ன வேணும்? பிட் ரேட் வந்து சின்ன அமௌண்ட்டாக வேணும். அப்போது டினாமினேட்டரில் பெரிய ஃபிகர் போட்டால் சின்ன நம்பர் வருமா, இல்லை சின்ன நம்பர் போட்டால் பெரிய நம்பர் வருமாங்கிறதே ஒரு மேத்தமேட்டிக்ஸ் தான். அதுதான் சொன்னேன். இட் இஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் when you have learnt a fraction for the first time in the school. That's it. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So 1 divided by 92.06 into 100.93. Anjana, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Offer rate is equal to 1 divided by 91.27 multiplied by 102.01. Correct? இப்போ calculator எடுக்கணும். So 1 divided by, or this you can make it out as 100.93 divided by 92.06. போட்டா என்ன வரும்? 1.0964 அப்படின்னு முடியும். கரெக்டா? அடுத்தது என்ன பண்ணணும்? 102.01 divided by 91.27 என்ன வரணும்? 1.1177. This can be rewritten as 1.0964 hyphen 1. Sorry. Because there is no common, everything is unique. So I got to write it this way. This is the bid rate and this being the offer rate. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Anjana, are you clear? Vishwapriya, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For this, what is it you should do? For this, what is it you should do?
So bid rate I calculated as 1 divided by offer rate, and offer rate I calculated as 1 divided by bid rate.
Correct. So இதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும் சொல்லுங்க? இது மாதிரி.
Which one, sir?
This one. B. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்? Pound shilling அப்படியே வச்சுக்கணும்.
Okay.
What is the common currency? INR.
INR, yeah.
Multiplied by INR divided by dollar.
Dollar, yeah.
இங்க bid rate என்ன பண்ணணும்?
Pound by dollar into rupee by.
இங்க என்ன பண்ணணும் சொல்லுங்க? இங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா இங்க பவுண்ட் டு ஐஎன்ஆர், ஆனா ஐஎன்ஆர் டு பவுண்ட் இருக்கு. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? 1 divided by 102.01. கரெக்டா? Multiplied by INR to dollar 91.27 for bid rate. For offer rate, which is equal to 1 divided by 100.93 multiplied by 92.06. Correct? That matter simple. 91.27 divided by 102.01. So 0.8947 What is that? 92.06 divided by 100.93. How much it comes to? 0.9121.
Yeah.
So answer is 0.8947 hyphen 0.9121. Are you
This is
clear?
USD.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's it. Very simple. So therefore, if I want bid rate of indirect quote, which is equal to 1 divided by offer rate of direct quote. If I want offer rate of indirect quote, which is equal to 1 divided by bid rate of direct quote. Is that clear?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
இதுவும் தெரிஞ்சுட்டோம். Now let me ask you a question. What do you mean by forward rate?
The rate which applies for a transaction which will mature more than 2 days from today.
அஞ்சனா சொல்லட்டும்.
Agreed upon rate for a future transaction.
ம்
Locking the rate in the future, sir.
ம்
We are locking the rate in the future for a transaction that is going to happen in the future.
ஒரே நிமிஷம்.
Yes, sir.
சொல்லுங்க. ஃபார்வர்ட் ரேட்டுக்கு சொல்லுங்க.
Forward rate
ம்
is about locking the rate for a transaction, a forex transaction that is going to happen in the future.
Exactly. Correct. So it is a binding contract. What is that?
Yes.
It is a binding contract between the authorized dealer and the end user. And it is a rate that is frozen now for a future transaction to take place.
Yes.
Why would you freeze the rate now itself?
Because forex rates keep changing and I
We
take a
fear that
view
the rate might increase.
or decrease.
Yeah.
Mm.
I take a view that, for example, sir, I'll take an example. Suppose I have billed my client for $100,000 at 93. Now that bill is due only after 3 months. He is not going to pay me at 93 immediately.
Ah.
But in my books, I have already recognized it as a sale at 93 rupees, which
Mm.
is 93 lakhs.
Mm.
3 months later, when I realize the amount, I can realize 94 or even 90. What happens if I realize it at 90? That's a loss for me because I would have booked something on my books, but my actual realization could be something else. So if
Mm.
I take a view that dollar is going to depreciate in the future, then I will lock that rate with the bank that I will sell that dollar to you. When I raise the dollar, I will sell it to you at 93 point something or 90 near to 93.
Mm.
Because rates keep changing every minute.
Mm. But what is the rate at which you will book?
Today's rate, whatever is the today's rate.
Today's rate is forward rate. Huh?
No. Booking will be booking in my books, in my records, my P&L will be at today's rate. Whereas when I do a transaction with a bank, when I enter into a transaction with bank, it will be in the future rate. A rate 3 months from today, which is mutually agreed between the bank and the customer.
That means it is an estimated rate, not
Estimated rate. Yes.
not the actual rate.
No, we don't know what is
Actual
going to be the actual rate.
actual rate will be known only on the maturity date.
Correct.
So whereas you have a fear that the future rate, the maturity day rate might be greater than the present rate or lesser than the present rate. I don't want any gain or any loss, but I wanted to be sure about that what rate at which I will be releasing this money. So
Correct.
I'm just not really interested to know whether the difference between the spot rate and the forward rate is resulting in gain or loss. But what I'm really worried is that I should know how much I realize. So therefore, it is a sort of an engagement that is being conducted before a marriage is performed. I can consider a forward rate, a forward transaction at par with an engagement, நிச்சயதார்த்தம் is carried out. Correct?
Yes, sir.
நிச்சயதார்த்தத்துல என்ன பண்றாங்க?
They agree that on certain date we'll have the marriage.
They
Certain date
decide
in
the
the
rate.
future.
that a rate is decided now itself for a future transaction to take place. Correct?
Yes.
சரி, இந்த பொண்ணுகிட்ட சொல்லிடுவான், இனிமே வேற எந்த பையனும் நான் பார்க்க போறது இல்ல, இவன் தான் வரன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிடுறான். அந்த பையன்ட்டு சொல்லுவான், இதுதான்டா பொண்ணு உனக்கு, நீ இனிமே வேற எந்த பொண்ணையும் பார்க்க வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்றது தானே. See, I will consider the forward rate is at par with an engagement. It is a rate decided now. அதுல engagement, a date is decided now for a future marriage to take place. கரெக்டா? ஸோ இதனால என்ன பெனிஃபிட் நமக்கு கிடைக்கும் அப்படின்னா, we can avoid the fluctuation. The fluctuation may result in gain, may result in loss. So gain, loss, gain என்ன நல்லது தானே, அப்படியே எக்ஸ்போஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, நம்ம கெயின் நினைச்சுட்டு இருப்போம், லாஸ் வரதுக்கு வாய்ப்புகள் உண்டு. ஸோ நம்ம அதனால வரக்கூடிய கெயினும் அதனால வரக்கூடிய கெயின் நமக்கு தேவை கிடையாது. அட்லீஸ்ட் we will be very sure about how much we have got to pay. So as far as an importer is concerned, he would like to know how much he has got to pay so that he will collect so much of resource to pay.
Sir, but actually in practice, what happens is that on the day of the contract maturity, if the rate is favorable to the importer or the exporter, they will cancel the contract with the bank. They can actually pay a small fee and they'll cancel the contract if the rate is favorable to them.
Okay, I'm just not taking up right now those practical cases. So
Yes, sir.
I would at the very initial stage, I wanted to tell what is forward rate, how
Correct.
far it is useful, and how we are expected to monetize in the form of getting more marks under examination conditions.
Yes,
So
sir.
what really, see, when somebody is quoting a forward rate, who will quote? Is it end user will quote or the authorized dealer will be quoting the forward rate?
Authorized dealer.
Authorized dealer. So on what basis he is quoting a forward rate? Is there any factor that will influence a forward rate? Is my question clear?
Yes, sir. How do
What
we
are the
arrive at
the factors influencing forward rate?
inflation, sir? Inflation, interest rate.
Hmm.
Interest rate, the risk-free rate on both the countries. RF, what we call as RF, the treasury bill rate for the same number of months, say 3 months or 6 months or 8 months, whatever is the RF in treasury bill rate in both the countries.
Then inflation you told. Then
Market expectation.
Geopolitical tensions, wartime conditions.
See, there are only 4 items that we normally confine for our classroom discussion. So we can have lots based on demand and supply, but we don't take it up. We take it up interest rate of either currency, that is either country's risk-free rate, government securities rate. The other one is inflation. Third one is expectation in the minds of people. Then purchasing power. So if you believe that interest is a sole factor influencing the forward rate, then you consider that theorem as interest rate parity theorem. What is that? Interest rate parity theorem. கரெக்டா? இப்போ இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் ரேட் parity தியரம்ல 1 சிங்கப்பூர் டாலர் ஈக்குவல் டு ₹60 அப்படி இருக்கு at year 0. கரெக்டா? In Singapore, the interest rate is 3%, and in India, the interest rate is 7%. I'm talking about not bank deposit rate or lending rate. I'm talking about risk-free rate. This is what Vishwapriya was also telling, that is treasury rate. So risk-free rate, government of Singapore, they give for their bond 3%, whereas in India, it is taken up at 7%. Let us assume like that. So if that be the case, so by year number 1, what will happen is that it will become 1.03 Singapore dollar. 1 year later, what will happen? 1 Singapore dollar will become 1.03 Singapore dollar. And how much it will happen in the case of INR with 70%, 7%. So that will become 64.2 rupees. How did you get this? This I got 60 multiplied by 1.07. Am I right? How did you get this? So 1 Singapore dollar multiplied by 1.03. So that is the way you get this, and this is the way you get this. Am I right? So when the time frames are the same, so you can bring out a mathematical equation, 1.03 Singapore dollar equal to 64.2 20, which you can write it out as 1 Singapore dollar multiplied by 1.03 equal to 60 multiplied by 1.07, or 1 Singapore dollar equal to 60 into 1.07 divided by 1.03. So this is the way we will bring about 60 into 1.07 divided by 1.03. So the expected future rate is going to be 62.33. So how a banker will expect the future rate is only by taking up the interest rate of these two countries, central bank, where they take up the treasury rate or risk-free rate as the case may be. And this is the basis on which they work out 62.33. Is that clear? 62.33 is the expected forward rate. So, I mean, the expectation of future rate, how banker is predicting is only through this interest rate, and we believe that it is going to be in this fashion. Is that clear?
Yes,
So,
sir.
that is point number one. Interest is the sole factor. Interest is the sole factor influencing forward rate. We strongly believe. Say we tell like in Tamil Nadu, Tamil is the oldest language. If I tell like this, so Telugu people should not cry, Kannada people should not cry, Hindi people should not be crying, or Malayalam people should not be crying. Are you understanding? If somebody is just telling that our language is the oldest language, then people will say whether Sanskrit is the oldest language. Say, why do you fight like that? So, but normally the DNA of girls will be like that. Sorry to tell that. If I tell that Deepika Padukone is very beautiful, if I tell this to my daughter, do you expect that my daughter Hema will tell, yes, dad, you are right? Or my wife Geeta, will she agree with what I'm conveying? Come on, say what sort of reaction they will be giving? Come on.
I would have agreed.
No, yeah, no. See, what my daughter will be telling, I'm telling this way. Ah, what is there in her look? She is looking malish. She told like that. What is that? She tells like that. I like Karishma Kapoor better than Deepika Padukone. Who is telling? My daughter is telling like that. And my wife is telling, Mamita Baiju is better looking than these girls. Say something they will be telling, but one thing is very clear. There is no agreement at all. Correct?
Yes.
This will always be there. But two male members will say, okay, Deepika Padukone, yes. They will never be bothered. If you say Madhavan is this handsome, yes, Madhavan is handsome. They will never say, what is there great in Madhavan to say he's handsome? No male will just question. Correct? But female will always be disputing. It's always a litigant type. In a later sense only. So just don't take it to your heart. So first thing is that we will agree. What is that? We will agree. Interest is a sole factor influencing forward rate. So we will not take at that point of time inflation or expectation or purchasing power. So therefore, we will always be telling like that. So I will always be telling that Sriman Narayana is the only God. Correct? Some person who is having Lord Shiva as his family deity might dispute. Hey, okay, yaar. My belief is like that interest rate parity theorem is telling that interest is a sole factor influencing forward rate. If you take up Islam people, they will be telling only one God. If you take up Sri Vaishnava, only one God, Sriman Narayana. He will be telling me a different name. So likewise, the first sentence will always be like that. Interest is a sole factor influencing forward rate. Now tell me, when spot rate is 1 Singapore dollar equal to rupees 60, so spot forward rate, one Singapore dollar is at 62.33. Tell me as whether Singapore dollar is at premium or discount. Tell me as whether Singapore dollar is at premium or discount. Tell.
Premium, sir.
Premium. So therefore, I will seek one theorem from this. So country experiences lower interest rate will command what? Forward premium.
Yes.
Because lower interest rate, Singapore, and that is the reason as why you have forward rate premium. Are you understanding? Country experiences low interest rate will command a forward rate. So when we give an example, what is the example for a current asset? I give debtors. Immediately our friend will say bills receivable. Say all the time the class was silent. One person debtors means another person will say bills receivable. Like that. So now another thing I can quote. What is that? Country experiences opposite you can write. What is that? Country experiences higher interest rate. Higher interest rate will command what? So instead of
Discount.
saying will command, we'll say will get forward discount.
Discount.
Are you understanding? Say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now there is something called as forward premium or discount expressed in annualized percentage. There is a formula for that. Forward rate minus spot rate divided by spot rate multiplied by 12 divided by n into 100. What is a forward rate? 62.33 minus spot rate of 60 divided by 60 multiplied by 12 divided by 12 into 100. Because the n stands for the period. So can you not give me the number? So 2.33 divided by 60 in terms of percentage. How much you end up with? 3.83 percentage. What is that? 3.83 percentage. Are you getting it? Say yes or no. So use a calculator and confirm. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I will write one more point. What is that? So the forward premium or the discount rate is approximately matches with interest rate differential. What is that interest rate differential? What is the interest rate differential between the two countries? 3% and 7%. What is that interest rate difference that you end up with? What is the difference between 3% and 7%?
4.
4. Now you say forward premium and the discount 3.83 is approximately matching, not exactly. It is approximately matching. Say now, I have given you theory question. 4 marks theory question I have given to you. Interest rate parity theorem, interest rate parity equation. There are 4 points that you got to write. What is the 4 points that you got to write? Tamil is the oldest language. How you tell with pride, same is the way you got to tell. Interest is a sole factor influencing the forward rate. 2. Countries experiences lower interest rate will have premium in the forward. Countries experiencing higher will get a discount in the forward. And the forward premium and the discount expressed in annualized percentage will approximately reflect what? IRD. IRD stands for what? Interest rate differential. So this is a sort of a theorem that you got to develop. So ready for 4 marks. Are you clear?
Mm.
Say yes or no. The
Yes,
rest of
sir.
which we will take it up in the next class.